Hello, how are you doing? Are you all doing okay? I've not seen you in a while. Oh, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. Right, today I'm going to read off some random facts I found on the internet. These may be true facts, they may be false facts, they may be made up, but there will be some fun facts in there, some actual facts, nutrition facts, did you know facts, and some unbelievable facts. I'll leave it to your imagination to see which fact belongs to which category. The world's oldest piece of chewing gum is 9,000 years old. 9,000 years. Drying a fruit depletes between 30 and 80% of its vitamins and antitoxins. A coyote can hear a mouse moving under 1 foot of snow. Did you know a volcano can shoot a bolt of lightning? New York drifts 1 inch further away from Britain each year. Blueberries. Blueberries don't ripen until they have been plucked. A fully grown hippo with its mouth wide open, a 4-foot child could step right into its mouth. It takes around 1 month for one sloth to travel 1 mile. Now that's a seriously chilled out sloth. In the last 5 minutes, our planet Earth has travelled 5,000 miles. Ten 10% of the population on our planet are left-handed. A broken clock tells the right time twice a day. Ketchup, the red sauce, was first used as medicine back in the 1930s. Human thigh bones are actually stronger than concrete. Did you know that? Sea otters hold hands while they are sleeping so they don't drift apart. The golden poison frog, that's the golden poison dirt frog, its skin has enough toxins to kill 100 people. An interesting one. A mountain lion can actually whistle. There is a snake that is called boomslang. That's a funny name for a snake. A ball of glass will bounce higher than a rubber ball. In 1986, Apple launched a clothing line, but unfortunately it was described as a train wreck by other critics. In Japan, crooked teeth are considered cute and attractive. I don't think they could be considered cute or attractive. I believe it or not, a Swedish woman lost her wedding ring. She found it 16 years later, growing on a carrot in her garden. To produce 1 pound of honey, a single bee would have 2 million flowers. By the year 2080, our population is set to reach 10.8 billion. That's a lot of people. If 33 million people held hands, they would actually be able to circle the equator. A funny fact for you, the 10-gallon hat only actually holds 3/4 of a gallon. Everybody's tongue has their own unique pattern, just like your fingertips. A jiffy is the scientific name for 1/100th of a second. One quarter of the entire bones in your body are actually in your feet. If you have blue eyes, they say you have a higher tolerance of alcohol. A tarantula can live without food for up to 2 years. The tongue of a blue whale weighs more than most elephants do. It takes 3,000 cows to supply leather to the NFL for only 1 year. In the past 20 years, scientists have found over 1,000 planets outside of our solar system. Inside your body, there are over 60,000 miles of blood vessels. That's a lot if you consider it's all inside your body. 60,000 miles. A sneeze travels at around 100 miles an hour. According to Amazon, the most highlighted books on Kindle are the Bible and the Steve Jobs biography and the Hunger Games. A mole can dig a tunnel 300 feet long in just one night. Al Capone, the famous Al Capone, had a business card, and his business card said he was a furniture dealer. That doesn't really have the same meaning or presence, does it? Al Capone, the furniture dealer. I think it was more like Al Capone, the gangster. Honey never actually goes off. A hard-boiled egg will spin, but a soft-boiled egg won't. Avocados are apparently poisonous to birds. If you chew chewing gum constantly, you will burn off on average 11 calories per hour. Studies have shown that eating spicy food can help you live longer. A giraffe. Now, a giraffe's tongue is so long it can actually lick inside its own ear. Cows. Now, cows have actually killed more people per year than a shark does. Saturn, the planet Saturn, the density is so low it could actually float on water. %68% of the universe is dark energy. 27% is dark matter, both of which are actually invisible, even through the powerful telescopes what they have nowadays. This actually means we have only seen 5%. That's 5% of the universe from our planet. If a pregnant woman injures herself, the baby inside actually sends stem cells from itself to help cure the pregnant woman. Scientists have actually tracked butterflies that fly over 3,000 miles. You breathe, on average, 8,409,600 times in 1 year. Now, that's something. Obviously, we're breathing all the time, but it's an automated response from our body so that we can live. You don't actually think about breathing, but I bet you are thinking about it now. I bet you are actually controlling the way you breathe right now. Hamsters, our famous little pets. A hamster can run up to 8 miles a night on its little wheel. There is a waterfall in Hawaii that often flows upwards as well as downwards. ATM machines, when they first came out, were considered to be a failure. It was widely thought that the only people who would use them were drug dealers or people who didn't want eye contact with a cashier. Of all the words in the English language, the word set has the most definitions. The word run comes in a close second. There are 5 temples in Kyoto, Japan, that have blood-stained ceilings. The ceilings were made from the floorboards of a castle where warriors were killed after a long hold-off against an army. And to this day, you can still see the outlines of the footprints in the blood on the ceiling above you. The founders of Google were willing to sell Google for $1 million. Scrap. In 1999, the founders of Google were willing to sell Google for $1 million to Excite, but Excite turned them down. Now today, Google is worth $527 billion. That's an awful lot of money. An awful lot of money. If you somehow managed to find a way to extract all the gold from our planet's core, you would have enough to cover all the land 3 foot deep. Now that's a lot of gold. McDonald's. McDonald's call frequent buyers of their products to be heavy users. The average person who drives for a living will spend on average 6 months of their life waiting at red lights for them to turn green. Southern sea otters have flaps of skin under their arms, what they use as pockets. A single cloud can weigh over 1 million pounds. That's an awful lot of weight for a cloud. It doesn't say if that cloud is empty or if it's full of water. I should imagine if it's 1 million pounds when it's empty, and with all the water it can hold, I bet it's about 20 million pounds when it's full. James Buchanan, the US's 15th president, actually bought slaves with his own money in order to free them. I'm going to try something now, and this is my 10 facts about you. Pretend you are reading a leaflet, what I have just given you. Number 1, you're reading this right now. Number 2, you realise that this is a stupid fact. 4, you didn't notice, but I just skipped number 3. You're checking now, aren't you? Number 6, you're smiling. 7, you're still reading this leaflet even though you know it makes no sense at all. 9, you didn't realise I just skipped number 8. 10, you're now checking this again and smiling as to see how you fell for it again. 10, you're enjoying this. Number 11, you didn't realise and you had forgotten there was only supposed to be 10 facts. Number 12, through all of this you didn't realise that I skipped point number 5. Right, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again all soon. Thank you very much for coming. From me to you, the Coffee Whisperer. Bye bye.